Hello and welcome to this Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Java tutorial. In this Selenium WebDriver tutorial, let us start with what is Selenium. The Selenium library is open source and free. Note that Selenium tests web applications only. In 2011, Selenium 2 was released with Selenium IDE, which is for record and playback, and Selenium WebDriver for test automation. In 2016, Selenium 3 came when these browser vendors started implementing their own versions of WebDriver. In 2021, Selenium 4 was released. It is the latest version. Now Selenium follows W3C standards. The Selenium IDE works in not only Firefox but other browsers also, and the Selenium documentation is updated. You will learn Selenium 4 in this Selenium training. Now, Selenium WebDriver tests in multiple browsers, which are Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Edge, and Opera. Selenium WebDriver tests in different operating systems, which are Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Selenium WebDriver code can be written in Java, Python, C#, Ruby, JavaScript, and Kotlin programming languages. You will learn Selenium Java in this Selenium tutorials. You may know that Java is one of the most popular programming languages. It is free, open source, and easy to learn. Java is also fast and powerful with many features. Java is an object-oriented programming language, meaning that you can code in Java easily using properties and methods of objects. You will see many examples of objects in these Selenium videos. In Java, the code needs to be compiled and then run. The current version of Java is Java 17. The problem is that using Selenium with Java, you need to download and install many software like Java, an IDE for Java, Selenium WebDriver libraries, then configure all these software. Instead of doing all this, you can use MaxTAF. MaxTAF is a free cloud Selenium platform with Java, meaning that you can do Selenium Java automation with just your browser. Since MaxTAF is software as a service, you don't need to do any download or install any software. In MaxTAF Selenium framework using Java, you can develop your Selenium WebDriver tests, run them, and see the reports. All you need to do is create a free MaxTAF account and start scripting Selenium WebDriver with Java. Now let us see MaxTAF. This is the MaxTAF URL, and what you need to do to sign up is click on the register tab, and here enter your name, email, and password. You give your email address and accept the terms and conditions. You click on the register button. It will send you an email. You can verify your email and start using MaxTAF. This is the MaxTAF IDE. It is easy to use. So the first thing that you need to do is to create a project. So click on this create project button here, and I'm going to create a project and call it project 1, and click on the create button. The next thing that I need to do is to create a test case. So for that, click on cases, and here is the test case that I'm going to create. This is the Selenium WebDriver test case. It has two columns. The first column is for the test steps, and the second column is for the expected results. So the test step is go to the Wikipedia website, and then the second test step is search Hello World page, and the expected result is that Wikipedia should show the Hello World page. Now let us implement this in MaxTAF. So in MaxTAF, what I need to do is click on cases in the left hand side navigator, and then click on the create button. Give the name of the test case, so I'm going to call it test case 1, and the type is Java, and we can choose a testing framework. This you will understand later. And MaxTAF has some templates available, so I'm going to use Selenium Hello World, so the example will be filled in for me, and click on the create button. Now the test case is created, and I can click on the script tab here, and it shows me the complete test case. Now MaxTAF script editor is easy and fast to use. Now here is the complete test case given. So let me introduce you to a few important things. Now this is the package to organize our code, and then we have a bunch of import statements. These import the built-in classes in Java. Now it has created the class in Java. Here the main methods are setup. The setup method runs before the test case. Then we have the teardown method. It runs after the test case. The main method is a test, and here we can see the code is already filled in, and we can modify this code. So here it gives driver.manage.window.maximize, so it's going to maximize the browser window. Important Selenium WebDriver command is WebDriver.get, so get navigates to the URL, so it will go to this link and open the Wikipedia site. The next line of code finds the element where we can type in the hello world, and this code is already given here, and then it types in hello world and give the keys, presses the enter key. Then this is for writing some log line, and there is to verify the expected result, it uses assertion. So the assertion says the title of the page should contain hello world. Now let us run this. Click on the run button and click run again. Now here it is running. It's given a run ID, the state is started, and some time is elapsed, and it's going to show the progress, and this state is now completed. The total duration of the test was 9 seconds, and here we can see what actually happened in the video. You can maximize the video, and I'm going to play the video now to see what actually went on. So here it opened the Chrome browser, and it says Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. And continue with the video playback. So it has actually gone to wikipedia.org website, and here it has opened the hello world program. So that was the video, and in log we can see we can put the logging message, and here is the code. So basically this is a snapshot of the code that was actually run. We may need it for keeping history. Now we can close this, and we can modify the test script that was generated by MaxTAF and see our own. Now here I can do some changes. For instance, instead of finding hello world, I can find some other thing like software. So let me replace this, and instead of hello world, program something. It's going to show software hyphen Wikipedia. So once I've made the changes, I'm satisfied with the changes, I need to click on save, and then I can, after making the changes, compile it, or I can run it directly. Run also compiles it and then runs it. So this time, instead of searching for hello world, it's going to search for software. So let me run it. Click on the run button again. Now test case is started. And now it is completed. And let us see what actually happened in the video. We can also look at the log or console output. Log is for the logging messages and console output is for system.out.println. Let me play back the video. So again, it has opened the Chrome browser, and now instead of hello world, it searched for software. So it actually showed the software page. So this way we can modify the example template that we have. Now let us say I want to enhance the test case 1. Instead of just searching in English language, I want to search in multiple languages. So let me create another test case. So what I can do is, I can, first of all, I don't want to lose this code, so I can export it. So click here and check the test case 1 and then click on the export button. Now export gives us various formats where we can export. So I want to create this as a template, and the template I'm going to call as Wikipedia template or something, and give the same template description and click on export. Now I want to create the new test case, so click on the create button again, and this time I want to call it test case 2, and instead of the previous built-in Selenium hello world template, I can use the Wikipedia template and click on the create button. Test case 2 is going to be created, and it will contain all the code that was there in the template. Now I can modify this code. So what I want to do is, I want to search the term software in different languages. So let me open Wikipedia. Now before searching for software, I want to navigate to the English website. So how I can get the link? So right click and I can copy the link somewhere. Then I want to search for software in the English website, then go to the Russian website and I can copy the link for this one also, and then go to Spanish website, etc. So in test case 2, I want to keep driver.manage.window.maximize, and then instead of having software here and having software there, I can use Java code. So I can keep software or the term at one place only. So in Java we can create a string, and I'm going to call the variable as term, and this is going to be software. And in Java, every line we have to end with a semicolon. Now next, I want to keep all the links. So for that, I'm going to keep a string array, the string languages, and for array we have to put square brackets and give the links within curly braces. Now the first link is for English, so right click, copy link and paste it here, then give comma, and this time I want to get the link of the Russian Wikipedia website and put it in double quotes. In Java we have to put the strings in double quotes. And finally for the Wikipedia Spanish website, right click, copy link and put it here and end the statement with a semicolon. I don't need this line driver.get because I want to go to different URLs. Now this whole thing to find the element and search it, etc. This has to be run within a loop because I want to run it for multiple times. So in Java there is a for loop available. So for, and then within brackets we can give some statements, and then we have the curly braces. Now here the first statement that we have to give in the for loop is the starting condition. So I'm going to create a variable I and assign it an initial value of 0. So my loop is going to run with value of I as 0. Then second statement in the for loop, we have to give the condition. So the condition is I less than languages dot length. So what is languages dot length? Now languages is this array. How many elements does it have? It has 1, 2 and 3. So languages dot length is going to be 3. So my for loop is going to run for I is equal to 0 and I less than 3. That means it's going to run for value of I as 0, 1 and 2. It's going to run 3 times. The third statement we have to give in the for loop is the increment, which is I++. Now this is the body of the loop. Now the first statement is for the WebDriver to navigate, so that we already know driver.get, and here we have to give where we want to navigate. So languages and I and semicolon. So here the first time the loop is going to run, it's going to get languages 0, which is the English website. Next time it runs, it's going to get languages 1, which is Russian website, and third time it's going to run, I will be 2, and it's going to get the Spanish website. Now after driver.get, we need this one, find that element, so that I can give here. So it is going to find on the website, the search input is the ID of that text box. Then cut this line from here and paste it here, and here what I want to send is the term. I don't need to type the actual string that I'm finding. I can just give the variable name term, and then I can give the assertion also. These are comments, by the way. So single line comment starts with 2 forward slashes in Java. So it is a good practice to keep comments. So those should be implemented. And let us remove this log line, but keep the assertion. So I'm going to cut these 2 lines here and paste them here. So now my assertion is that it's going to contain, I don't know what it's going to contain, but it should contain software. So this is a JUnit, and assert is already available, and I can give assert dot. Now MaxTAF has autocomplete also, so we can find out all the properties and methods. So after assert dot, assert is coming from JUnit, and assert dot, there is something called assert true, and in assert true I have to give the message and then the condition. So I want to assert that driver dot get title. Driver dot get title actually gives the title of the web page. Dot, in Java, in order to find a string, we can use index of, and if the string is present, so this will be greater than 0. assert true, driver.getTitle dot index of term greater than or equal to 0, because it can start from the very first position. In programming, we start counting from 0, so the very first character is going to be the 0. Now let me save this test case. Now the script is saved and I can compile it to see if there are any errors. The case is compiled, and when I run it, I expect to see that it is going to first navigate to the English website, search software, then again go to the Russian website, search software, and so on. So let me run this test case now. Click on the run button. The run has started, and once the state is completed, I can look at the video, or if I have given log messages, I can look at the log messages or console output, etc. So here we see that it has opened the browser. So here we can see that in the video that it has gone to the English Wikipedia website and searching for software. Then it has actually gone to the Russian website, again searching for software here, and gone to the Spanish website and search for software. So this is all in this video. In the next video you will learn how to control radio buttons in Selenium Java and also more MaxTAF features. Thank you and keep learning.